Hello and welcome to battle number 4 of week 4 of the Seafoam Isles Draft League. This battle is between King and the Sacramento Samurats and Colin and the New York Latios. The Mega Pokemon in this battle will be Mega Gyarados for King and Mega Gallade for Colin. And the Z Pokemon that have showed up today are Z Attack Stakataka and Z Attack Drapion. No Z any Pokemon have showed up today. First impressions, Gallade. Mega Gallade always is pretty scary. It has ridiculously good coverage. And its typing, stab close combat is just something really scary to have to keep in mind just throughout a battle. The big thing here is that Weezing has to live, and it has to take out Gallade, or King is going to be in a world of hurt. Considering that 3 of his Pokemon are, or after Mega Evolution, will be weak to fighting, and Stakataka is also 4 times weak to fighting. So close combat probably will KO it. Not sure. Stakataka does have ridiculously good defense. And then Mudbray and Stakataka both are good brings to deal with Drapion, who doesn't have any strong weaknesses aside from ground. It is pretty bulky though, so Earthquake might not even KO it if it's got any kind of defensive investment. And it can deal damage back to Mew, and I believe it can even do damage to Gyarados, because I think it gets X-Scissor. Decent bug coverage moves. Coco is always not anything you want to play around with, so Mudsdale needs to be pretty careful. Or Mudsdale needs to be, I guess Mudsdale's probably going to see some good use here with Coco and Drapion. And the same goes for Stakataka, although Steel-type moves are neutrally effective on Coco instead of being super effective with that electric typing. Vaporeon looks like it's a good cleric here. Wish, maybe even Wish Protect. Flip Turn, like Wish Flip turning out into a Pokemon that needs to be healed. Probably a good idea. And then Type Null looks like it's just bulky. It's got straight 90s on its stats, and with Eviolite, it's pretty bulky, and can take a lot of hits if it needs to. And then Latios is, well, it's Latios. It can do Calm Mind or Dragon Dance, and it can get away with it because it's got good stats, because it's a legendary Pokemon. Which is okay, because it's not completely broken. And without further ado, let's just get into it. As far as leads, I'm thinking probably Stakataka for Stealth Rock, and then maybe Drapion. I think it gets spikes and T-spikes. So we see Kyurem, haha, Cold Gober, and Marth. Another Fire Emblem reference. Kyurem switches out into Smokestack the Weezing, and Gallade Mega Evolves. Uses Drain Punch, doing no damage. After leftover, Smokestack is at 97%. Marth uses Substitute. And Smokestack uses Will-O-Wisp, but it cannot hit through the Substitute. Marth uses Zen Headbutt, critting and one-shotting Smokestack. It is now 6-5. DNA the Mew comes out. Knockoff is used. Colbur Berry activates, so Knockoff only does about a quarter damage to Mew. Mew U-turns out, not breaking the Substitute into Knee-High the Mudbray. Marth uses Drain Punch, doing 42%, healing up Marth fully, but Stamina does activate. Mudsdale uses Earthquake, fading the Substitute. Marth switches out into AOI the Vaporeon. Lash Out gets used, doing 17%. Both Pokemon still at decently good percents. Mudsdale switches out into Kyurem, probably to call it a Scald. Instead of Flip Turn gets used, doing just about 5%. And out comes Mr. Genitor, the Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko uses U-turn, it switches out into Type Null, Akram the Type Null. Earth Powered is 20%, this is probably Eviolite, that didn't do much of anything. Out comes Mew, U-turn does 20% to Mew. This is probably defensive. And out comes Tamatoa, the Drapion, which uses knockoff, doing 33%. Mew uses Thunder Wave, paralyzing Drapion. Mew uses Roost, healing it up to 72%. Drapion uses knockoff again, doing 34%. Probably want to switch off of Mew here. No, still going for the Roost. Knockoff only doing 34%, so Roost could probably stall it out, but Drapion is fully paralyzed. Spikes go up, knockoff gets used again, doing 37%. Crit is something you need to play around here. Out comes Marth again, getting damaged by that spike. U-turn does 17%. And out comes Impending Doom, the Gyarados, but Inner Focus blocks. Intimidate. Drain Punch does 27%. Doesn't it need to Mega Evolve? Or is it a 2-turn Mega? I guess it is 2-turn Mega Evolve. That's smart there to resist the Drain Punch then. Crunch does 44% to Akram. This is ridiculously bulky. And Akram uses Thunder Wave, paralyzing Gyarados. Gyarados uses Substitute. Akram falls asleep using Rest, but it's fully healed now. And now out comes AOI the Vaporeon, getting damaged by the Spike. Gyarados still setting up Dragon Dances. It is still paralyzed though. Vaporeon's probably going to use Wish to transfer it over to type Null. Gyarados is paralyzed fully now. Oh no, it uses Haze! Really good call to reset all those stats. Flip turn damages Substitute a little bit, and out comes Tamatoa the Drapion, the two paralyzed Pokemon now. Gyarados is still fully paralyzed though. Poison Jab is going to break the Substitute. Is Gyarados going to be fully paralyzed? It is not, but it uses Earthquake and it KOs Drapion. It is an even 5-5, but there are a few Pokemon that look a little bit worse for the wear for King. Out comes Marth the Gallade using Drain Punch, KOing Gyarados, and fully healing itself. It is now 5-4 in Colin's favor. Now Nihai the Mudsdale comes back out. Gallade switches out into Vaporeon, getting damaged by spikes again. Earthquake doing 30%. Pretty bulky Pokemon Vaporeon is. Vaporeon's probably going to either Flip Turn or Scald here. Probably Flip Turn. Kyurem comes back out. Flip Turn does 6%. Vaporeon will switch out into Mega Gallade. Gallade getting damaged by that spike. Drain Punch is going to KO Kyurem, healing up Marth fully from the spike damage. It's now 5-3 in Colin's favor. Out comes Mudsdale again, and now out comes Latios. Probably did not get hit by an Earthquake, which it does not due to Levitate. And Mudsdale healing up a bit of damage. Psychic is going to do 40%, but Stamina Boost comes into effect. Not like that's really going to affect anything. Lash Out is going to do 64% to the USS Anomaly. Psychic getting used again, bringing Mudsdale down to 2%, dropping its special defense, which again isn't really going to do much. Stamina Boost goes back up. Latios goes down. It is now 4-3 in Colin's favor. But Mudsdale is hanging on by a thread. Drain Punch is going to KO, healing up 6% to Marth. It is now 4-2 in Colin's favor. Gallade is looking pretty good here. Gallade uses Substitute. Thunder Wave just outright misses. Now Knockoff does 35% to Mew. Mew uses Roost. This is a very bulky Mew. It's only taking 37% from Knockoff from Mega Gallade, and it's healing up more than it takes. Looks like more of just a string of knockoffs. Mew setting up more spikes. Not quite sure if that's going to matter too much. Knockoff brings Mew down to 6%, but it's probably just going to, roost it back up to 56%. Knockoff used again, 38%, but Mew's just going to use Roost. It is most likely dead to crit here, so if Colin can get a crit, that's pretty much game. But it does not look like it's going to. Mew goes down to 33%, healing up to 83% after Roost. Knockoff again, doing 38%. I think it can take another one. But playing around crits, probably safer to just go for a Roost. Mew goes down to 7%, still no crits. Roost up to 57%. This battle is taking a very long time. 39% to Mew, bringing it down to 18%. Roost gets used again. Gallade is just going to keep using knockoff. I don't think it can stall it out. Oh yeah, no, not even close. Roost only gets 16 power points, so eventually Mew's about to run out here soon if this keeps up. U-turn is going to damage the substitute, and out comes Stakataka. Taka the Stakataka. And Mew comes out now. Drain Punch is going to do 17%, bringing Mew down to 30%. Good call out. Knockoff is going to KO Mew, however, and this is probably going to be game. It is now 4-1 in Colin's favor. Out comes Stakataka. This is pretty much dead to Drain Punch. There it goes. It is a 4-0 victory for Colin and the New York Latios over King and the Sacramento Samurais. Yeah, Mega Gallade just swept pretty handily once Weezing went down, and that was pretty much the major win condition for King, was that Weezing stayed alive and could actually deal with Gallade. But that crit Zen headbutt was pretty huge. Lots of coverage on this Gallade. Lots of things that it can hit and that it did hit. Overall, good battle between the two. It was a bit lopsided for Colin, but good strategizing on both sides. Again, it's a 4-0 victory for Colin. Stay tuned for more battles this week.